Good afternoon, everybody. I suppose you can hear me all right. I sound really loud to myself, but we're good. I'll get started with our Discord talk today, Grow Your Game with Discord's developer tools. So as an introduction, hi, my name is Jamika March. Feel free to call me Mika. I have been a developer advocate at Discord for about 5 months now. Send me to Unite, pretty excited about that. I have been in the gaming industry for like 10, 11 years at this point. I've been at Twitch, Niantic, doing very similar things. I help developers like yourselves make awesome things. So here at Discord, I help developers with whatever tools they need, documentation samples, in order to create Discord-powered experiences for their games. To just understand you all a bit better, can I see how many people are developing a game or have developed a game? The show of hands. Nice. It doesn't have to be Unity. I won't tell the Unity staff. Fantastic. So you built a game or you're actively building a game. I will tell you how Discord can help you grow your game. So these topics here I'll be going over at kind of a high level just so that you can understand different ways Discord can help you grow your game. And so, first question is, why should I care about Discord? Another poll for you all. Who here uses Discord at least once a month? Nice, nice, thank you. Who here plays a game at least once a month? That was like the same hands. Thank you, thank you. So if you didn't know, Discord has over 200 million monthly active users, and 90% of them play games. I think in our poll here, it was 100% of you. But so your players are already here. They're on Discord when they're playing your game, and they're on Discord when they're not playing your game. So we know the value of having friends to game with, but what I want to punctuate here is the importance of playing together. There, people play more when they play together. When our data shows that when players play with at least one friend, their gaming session is 5 times longer. And as a gamer myself, this is something I've already known for a long time for those sessions that go on way longer than they should have. But we have the data to prove it. We've gathered these stats from games that are actively using the Discord Social SDK right now. And if this is your first time hearing about the Discord Social SDK, I have a short video prepared for you. Let's see. There's audio, but it's not important. It's just music. But what you're seeing here are different features that are powered by the Discord Social SDK, such as game chat, your friends list, invites. I'll let the video keep going. These are all games that are active with the Social SDK right now that you can try this out with. Try out their Discord-powered features. And if you have any questions about things you saw, feel free to come to our Discord booth right over there. We have a team of people willing and able to talk to you. All right, first question. How do I get my game seen by more players? So one way you can do so is via rich presence with the Social SDK or the API. If you're unfamiliar with the concept of rich presence, it's when the state the player is in is broadcasted outside of the game. So in the context of Discord, when the player's in-game, their Discord friends or server members see exactly what they're doing, not just playing a game, but more rich information like fighting a notorious monster or in ranked queue. Seeing this detailed information will tell other players what kind of experience your game offers, and it also signals to them that this game developer took the extra step to make the experience more engaging on Discord. Rich presence with the Discord Social SDK can also enable game invites. So if you take a look at the screenshot, you can see the Ask to Join button, and that appears within the client. And then the person playing the game would be able to accept or reject that invite from within the game. No need to Alt-Tab, no need to go to the second screen. And then the player that asked to join would be able to, there'd be a deep link within Discord that'll then launch the game, add them right to that party, and they can squad up from there. As a Discord user, when you look at your friends list or the server list, you're bound to see a number of folks actively playing a game. And just seeing that information right there is a conversation starter for one, but it also provides you more exposure to your game to a greater audience. Using Rich Presence powered by either the Discord Social SDK or the API will unlock all of those benefits. Another option that a few people have asked us at the booth about is our Discord Quests product, which this is different from the Social SDK. This is a premium awarded ad format where players can complete different actions to get rewards. So when you as a developer release a quest, it puts your game in front of Discord's 200 million monthly active users. There's various rewards you can set for a quest, and you can even create a playable experience that's powered by Discord activities. There's a lot about quests. We won't be diving into that a lot because this is more of a premium paid service, but I just want to repeat the stat that 90% of Discord users play games monthly. There are 200 million monthly active users. 90% of 200 million is 180 million, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. I need a computer to do my math. But the point is, you can get all of those people to see your game on Discord just by releasing a quest. All right, next question. How do I keep my players coming back to my game? You've got the players, how do you keep them? So we have a number of solutions for you, both inside the game and outside of the game. So when they're playing your game, these features, those top 3 features you see there are about reducing friction between your player and your game. How do you get them and their friends playing together easily and for longer? So with the unified friends list via this Discord Social SDK, your players' Discord friends will show up directly into your game after they have authorized an account link between your game and their Discord account. So there's no additional like friend codes for your game, no add me by my username. They're just there as soon as you log in. Of course, like how the friends appear in Discord is how the friends appear in your game is highly customizable. You control how they're displayed, how they're ordered, making it look natural to your game. Rich Presence, as I've said previously, allows friends to see what their friends are doing in-game in real time. It sparks curiosity from the friends list. They might ask you questions about the game, check it out themselves, or like myself, remember that I did not log in to do my dailies and get that done quickly. With game invites powered by the Social SDK, it can also enable spontaneous play sessions where you can immediately from Discord join your friend's game. And remember that players play more when they play together. Speaking of game invites, the next section here, we try to make it as seamless as possible for players that are already Discord friends to play together. So instead of sharing lobby codes or remembering how to set up port forwarding, we try to help inviting your friend to your game session as easy as possible. It can be done within the Discord client. It can be done within Rich Presence. It can be done from within your game. And it all is powered through the Discord Social SDK. And if your friend does not have Discord, but you still want to have a Discord-powered experience with them, it is still possible with what we call provisional accounts, which is kind of like a light Discord account where they can still do voice chat, they can still do game chat, they can still add you as a friend, but they can't log into the Discord client itself because it's not a Discord account. But you don't have to tell your friends who don't use Discord to create an account just so that you can play together. And if you have any questions about any of these topics, our booth is right over there. We can answer any of these and go into more detail about them. And so when somebody's not playing your game, we highly recommend having a Discord community or some bots powered by it. I have another poll for the audience. Do we have any community managers in the audience? Nice. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for a thankless job. So you already know this information, but your server gives you a place, gives players a place to hang out between gaming sessions. As we said, they're playing your game. They're on Discord when they're playing your game. They're on Discord when they're not playing your game. This, as a game developer for you, could be a place for you to directly engage with your community, whether it's something like a development stream or a special community event. Your players, both lapsed and active, can participate and feel engaged in this community. And we've also seen success when players give some sort of maybe special cosmetic or something in-game for users that join their Discord community. We'll talk more about community for a number of these questions. And then for apps and bots, you can bring aspects of your game into the Discord community. It could be small things like if a bot shares player profiles in the chat or automatically posts the weekly leaderboard to a specific channel. You can even have a bot that posts when a special world event is happening in your game, which will then draw in players that were not planning on playing that day. You can even show off that the player is participating in this like limited time rare event via rich presence, thus acting as one more reminder for players to get back into your game. So, you have your players, you've implemented different ways to retain them, so how do you go about actually managing that community around the game? So it's more than just creating a brand new server and adding an icon to your game, but that is a really good idea if your game does not have, if you have a community and your game does not have a Discord icon in it, just definitely get that done. That is a great way for your server to be discovered and grow. So beyond creating the server, there's things like setting up the channels for bug reports, feedback, looking for group, whatever makes sense for your game. You can also use this server to host development streams using our Stages product, which, if you're not familiar with it, is a one-to-many streaming platform where you will be on stream, you can have chat on stream, but users cannot join your voice chat because it's one-to-many in this case. Your community is given a space to connect with one another socially, but also you can level up that experience by giving them a space to share game-specific information like strats, their profiles, or even some places speculate on in-game lore. Your goal here is to mainly inspire open conversations with your community. We've seen that users that join these communities are more likely to keep playing your game. You can automate a lot of this server management with bots and apps. Role assignments, for example, can be handled through a bot. Automod, our moderation system, which is built into every Discord server, can catch spam before you see it. If you're, as a Discord community manager, are running things manually every day or every week, there's probably a bot in our app directory that can handle that for you. There's a lot of different options when it comes to managing your server, which is why we've created a community creation playbook aimed at game developers like yourself to help you start your community on Discord if you are not familiar with how to use Discord, even if you are familiar with it. I have had different community managers look at this, come to me and say, I wish I had this when I got started. So if you want to run a Discord community, or you just want to learn more about how you can level up your existing Discord community, definitely grab this QR code, or you can search on your favorite search engine, Discord Community Playbook. You'll be able to find it. Next question. How can I enable more shareable moments between my game and Discord, or how do I make my official Discord community a place where users want to share with one another? The answer, you might have guessed, is simpler than the question itself. Just give them the space to want to share with one another. Give them the space in your Discord server to share their run, their achievements, all of those things in your official Discord community. The hardest part is honestly figuring out how to split out your server, but we have the community creation playbook with all the best practices laid out for you. So I mentioned companion apps and bots when I talked about retaining players. These same techniques can be used to make your server more engaging for your community. Whether it's a bot that posts worldwide stats or players interact with the bot to post their own, both of these cases bring a player's shareable experience into Discord. And with the social SDK or the API, you can actually level up this experience further by starting the process from the game. Even better, you can share how players' stats compare with one another with their Discord friends that also play. Because remember, players play more when they play together, and that includes friendly competition. Last question. I'm zooming through these slides. How do you add social features like friends, messages, and voice chat into your game? The simple answer to that, I'll just let that video play on the side, is the Discord Social SDK. That's why we are here at Unite. We have our SDK that brings Discord-powered social features directly into your game. It's available in Unity, in Unreal, and as a C++ package. We built this to increase discoverability for your game and create longer gaming sessions with deeper player engagement, even when players are no longer playing your game. With the Discord Social SDK, still going? Yeah, it's still going. We're good. With the Discord Social SDK, you can integrate Discord's friends list, text chat, voice chat, invites, and lobbies directly into your game. For certain features that we can happily talk to you about it in the booth, like voice chat or link channels, you will need to reach out to Discord in order to gain access to production level rate limits, but you can still easily test these in your development environment before then. And when you reach out to us, it's not that we are going to charge you. This is a no-cost SDK. So I know that some of our signage says, like, for a commercial license, reach out, but that is just so that we can talk about production level rate limits. And also, if you're unfamiliar, we recently launched a Unity Learn course that is focused on the Discord Social SDK. This takes you from an empty project to an experience that integrates all of those things that you see there. It was written by my coworker and myself. It is a very good Unity Learn course for somebody who's a game developer that wants to understand how the Discord Social SDK works in practice. If you missed Anthony's talk yesterday, which he went over a lot of these things from his empty project, I highly recommend checking out this Unity Learn course if you want to get a hands-on experience with the Social SDK. The video wasn't playing. That's fine. There's a video online. Check out Unity's YouTube channel if you want to see the full video. Sweet. So if you want to learn more about the Discord Social SDK, the Discord APIs, definitely check out discord.com/developers. Come to our booth, which is right over there, if you'd like to chat with anyone from Discord about, well, anything really. And that is the end of my talk. Thank you all for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Couple things. Please do leave us some feedback in the survey link. We would like to give you some Discord Orbs as a thank you gift. 4,100 Orbs, free to use whatever you want to use your Orbs on. If you're not familiar with Orbs, fill out the survey link and find out. Also, if you fill out the survey link, everybody that attended the talk yesterday and today will be entered into a raffle to win 1 year of Discord Nitro. Yeah, so fill out the survey. And I believe that's it. If you have any questions, come talk to us over there. Thank you all.